How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map update for a mod map here on Farming Simulator 25 for all platforms called Nordkirchen. And currently there is a history of a new save game being required. Please take note where you start to save a game in comparison to the changelogs available. If your current save game is prior to the changelogs that requires a new save game, then do not update your save file unless you're willing to potentially break your current save. This is for changelog 1.2.0.0, and it reads, remove cutter effect.xml.back. Grass and field grass can now be harvested with the forage harvester mower. The following productions can now be sold without disappearing: BGA, sawmill, cement factory, dairy. Adjusted clip distance for several objects. Fix the standard warning: foliage, lod, 1, mesh meadow, grass, and field grass. Added translations for the following languages: BG, CZ, DK, ES, FI, HR, HU, IT, JP, KO, NL, NO, PL, PT, RO, RU, SE, SK, TR, ZH. Adjusted animal feeding, adjusted animal barns, added 32 ground angles, added Giants Patch 1.11 changes, added spelt flour and rye flour to the bakery, added spelt and rye to the grain mill, added own productions, fertilizer, seed, lime, feed productions, water disposal, separator, and composter. Added gameplay hints to the start menu. Adjusted mission vehicles. Stone missions have been added. Greenhouses adapted. Adaptation to patch 1.14 and Highlands Fishing DLC sales station. And that is it. So let's start at the top and work our way down. Removed cutter effect.xml.back. Grass and field grass can now be harvested with the forage harvester mower. Well, if we take a look at our shop menu here, we go into our forage harvesting section and go into headers. Scroll over to this one here, the Kloss Direct Disc 500. You can see down at the bottom of the screen there, you see all the different fruit types that this will go after. And you can see on the left side of that is the actual normal grass, and then on the right side is the field grass. So, yeah, it's well, they call it what do they call it? Where's that? Yeah, field grass. So yeah, left is grass, right is field grass. And then let's see, the next one is the following productions can now be sold without disappearing: BGA, sawmill, cement factory, and dairy. So I went ahead and purchased all the various production points that are available on the map right from the beginning. So you can see the biogas plant, cement factory, dairy, the greenhouse. You can start out with your starting farm, and then the sawmill. So let's start out with this one, the biogas plant. If I go here and sell it, before it would disappear. Now you can just sell it. You get half the money you invested into the production back, and it's still there for you to be able to repurchase and go from there. You can see I can come back to it and purchase it once again. Let's take a look at the cement factory next. So again, we go here, sell, get half the money back. It's still here, can repurchase it when I want to. So the penalty is you're getting half the money that you invested into it back, but it's still there for you to purchase later on down the road. And you can see here as well, where I had the cement factory, it's now back here to available. Let's see. Adjusted clip distance for several objects. Fix the standard warning: foliage, lod, 1, mesh, meadow, grass, and field grass. Added translations for the following languages: BG, CZ, DK, ES, FI, HR, HU, IT, JP, KO, NL, NO, PL, PT, RO, RU, SE, SK, TR, ZH. Adjusted animal feeding. Now, this one, actually, I'm not 100% certain on, because what I think is, I think it's a couple of things on this particular one. So if we take a look at our animal pens and pastures, specifically if we take a look at, you'll see like pigs. Down at the bottom there are the kind of additional feed types that are in here, and what I think they are specifically are the things like the spelt, the triticale, things along those lines. So if you look at the list of icons scrolling along the bottom there, you'll see the couple of additional types of inputs there. So you can see specifically we've got, let's see, it is over here scrolling down to the very bottom. We've got things such as like the rye, triticale, spelt, all these additional fruit types that are now in the game on this map. So those are added in there. But what I also think has been adjusted, and this is just me kind of guessing at this point, is you look at the cow barn here, down at the bottom right hand corner where it says food, total capacities, total mixed ration will give you 100%. Hay gives you 90%, silage 60, grass 80, meadow 80. So all the percentages for the productivity for your animals is up there. The next one reads adjusted animal barns, which again I think is also shown on this screen here, because you can see we have a cow barn here where it's saying manure heap is not nearby, but it also says a slurry, no manure tank nearby. So that's kind of taking off the back of the like manure heaps system. I am not familiar with a single one of these barns and buildings where you actually have to add a slurry tank in order for it to be accepting for slurry. It's either a pasture with no manure or no slurry as a direct output from that pasture, or it's a barn where unless it's built in like from a mod, the barn doesn't have normally doesn't have a manure heap attached to it, but normally does have a slurry tank that's associated to it, so you're able to get the slurry out. So this is the first one I've seen here. I don't see anything in particular that kind of throws me. Wait. This is a chicken coop. So yeah, you can see it down here at the bottom right hand corner. It says base food, grains, and root crops. So the chickens eating anything more than just your grains is actually kind of the surprising part here. So root crops especially is something new. And again, pigs, that appears to be base food, grains, proteins, and root crops. That all seems to be kind of normal. Let's see. Next one we have here is added 32 ground angles, added Giants Patch 1.11 changes, added spelt and rye flour to the bakery. Well, because it's not actually placed down on the map, if we go here to our build menu, go into productions and factories, scroll all the way down where we find the bakery, specifically one that's tagged for Nordkirchen mod, you can see the couple of additional outputs that are within the bakery here, including things like sugar and cow's milk and eggs. Like all those are like inputs. Like we're used to those as being inputs, but specifically those bags of flour to the left-hand side of the menu there, you can see like the spelt and the rye flour are there as well. The next one says added spelt and rye to grain mill. Well, if we look at the grain mill, which is right here for Nordkirchen, again, the modded version, you can see all the additional inputs that this will take with a couple of additional outputs as well. Normally we get flour and rice flour as an output, so there's two additional rice outputs. Two additional flour outputs that we see there at the bottom. Let's see. The next one is added own productions, fertilizer, seed, lime, feed production, water disposal, separator, and composter. Well, if we take a look again back at the factories, we'll just start out and look at them all here. So we got the biogas plant with Nordkirchen as a mod. We got the small grain mill, the normal grain mill. We got a bakery. Now this is where it starts kind of separating out. We got still the small bakery, but the fertilizer, this is one of the ones that was tagged there. So you got things like slurry, digestate, water, solid fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, compost, and manure, and you get out your silage additive and your two types of fertilizer. You've got this one here, which is the feed production. So you can make your pig feed, your chicken feed, which is a specific item for this map here, TMR, and mineral feed. You also have your seed production here. So all those products going in for seed coming out. You've got the composter, which is your straw, your hay, your chaff, your wood chips, and your grass, and that can be made into compost. You got a separator here where you got manure, digestate, and slurry, and you can get out herbicide, compost, and water. You got lime production here, which you got your stones in, and this is kind of like the cement factory plus is what I kind of refer to this as, because it basically makes all the stuff from the cement factory, plus it gives you lime as an output. And that's it for all the kind of specific to this map production points. Next one is added gameplay hints to the start menu. Well, if you go to your start menu, go all the way down to the settings and over to help. You can see here you have two tabs. You got the base game one, which we're all used to, but then we also have this one called Nordkirchen, specific to this map, and it shows you all the things like additional crops, cover crops, green plants, animals, and production. So it gives you all the kind of additional information that you will need for this specific map. You know, case in point, like you see the chickens there where it gives you the grain, maize, and carrots. That all kind of gives you the nice little overview of what you're going to need. Let's see. Next one here is, where was I? Oh, adjusted mission vehicles. Well, right now it's not showing me any contracts available at the moment. That just doesn't mean I'm not going to get any. It just means I don't have any just now. I just loaded into this. Next one is stone missions have been added, greenhouses adapted, and adaptation to patch 1.14 and Highlands Fishing DLC sales station. And that's it. That is everything here for Nordkirchen for changelog 1.2.0.0. I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy. Yeah, the algorithms enjoy you doing. It shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Take care.